So mom met Trump. Yay, yeah, story ends, right? No! It's been a week since the attempted election interference by way of lead. And if you think that just because this is a car channel, I will not cover this, I got a Hackney drag racing test for you to buy. Welcome to Rip Roaring Garage. I'm Alex. I thought a lot about what I wanted to say, how to say it. What can I add that hasn't already been said? Pundits giving their 2 cents, theorists conspiracizing, legitimate individuals with backgrounds in this field all chiming in. And then I realized I got 2 stories that you got to hear. One is an absolute exclusive, never before heard story about Trump himself, and the other is about the inner workings of the Secret Service. But before that, I want to convey my sincerest prayers and a moment of silence for Corey Comperatore. A husband, a father, a firefighter, an American, a man, and a God-blessed hero that gave his life literally protecting his daughter's life until the end of his. I salute you, sir. So for those of you that are new and do not know me, hi, I'm Alex. I served 11 years in the U.S. Air Force. Started off as a crew chief, working on aircraft, turning wrenches, knuckle dragging my way. And at some point, I felt a calling to join security forces, and I did. I earned my beret. I earned my badge. It's out of that respect that I'm wearing it now. Partly because I need this to remind myself of the things I've done. Sometimes I wonder if it meant anything at all. But I want you to look me square in the eye. Everything we do has a meaning and has an impact. And it's partly the reason why I want to make this video. So it's 2008. It's the election between Obama and McCain. Then President Bush decided to do a surprise town hall in Freehold, New Jersey. He was campaigning for McCain. Maybe some other time I'll get into the most well-fed Viet Cong POW ever that consistently blocked declassifying documents so veterans could get their VA coverage for Agent Orange and a whole host of other insane ailments. Other than that, swell guy. So I'm stationed at McGuire Air Force Base. It's my day off. I'm home. I'm 100 miles away. Chilling, no pants on, literally just cracked open a beer to sit down to watch some Battlestar Galactica with my girlfriend, and I get the call. As the Chief Master Sergeant, he tells me, "Get your butt over here ASAP." So I ask him, I'm 2 hours away, 100 miles distance, can I use the cherry? So he says, "I don't care what you gotta do, how fast you gotta drive, I want you here 5 minutes ago." So what's a young military cop gonna do? So I stand up, put my vest on, put my BDUs on, don my beret and aviators, look at my girlfriend and tell her, "Sorry, babe, duty calls." And for anybody that says that's cliche or cringe, trust me, when the tension is high and the op is real world, nothing gets her nethers more moist than her man going off to battle. So I jump in the car, turn on the cherry, and floor it. So I'm flying through town, trying to get to the turnpike. Red lights mean go. Wrong way, right way. Speed limits? How cute. So I get on the highway doing warp speed. I'm doing 145 miles an hour, like in the story with the tornado. But now, this hits different. New Jersey State Trooper sees me, turns on his lights. Now, he's not going to catch me. We both got the same car. Mine is a little bit lower. I got the performance suspension. I'm faster. I'm faster than a P-71 Crown Vic cop car. But I pull over, roll down my window, and scream using my cop voice. "Get over here right now!" My shield out the window, BDU sleeve showing. He comes up, and I tell him, "Call this number, national security, lead the way because you got better lights." "What's going on?" he asks. "You don't need to know, just move!" Of course, I had no clue what was going on either. But I had gotten calls like this before. Real world, no shit, not an exercise. So we're doing 145 consistently down the turnpike. So we make it right before exit 7. Trooper's patrol area is ending. Another trooper is going to escort me all the way. He never caught up. I get off exit 7, head down to the gate. So I finally drive up. 48 minutes later, and immediately I get put to work. There's black Tahoes flying everywhere, guys with shades barking at each other. Now, mind you, there were police cars zooming everywhere. The closer you got to Central Jersey, the closer you got to McGuire, there's more cars flying around. Hell, we even had air support. We had every roof with snipers on them. And I'm talking about the snipers the perp is meant to see, and who knows how many others the perp is not meant to see. But back then, we were men. We knew what we were doing. We were skilled, proficient, and deadly. Back when saying national security meant something, and we all worked together. If you're too small, too weak, too female, tough shit. Go home and bake me a cake, okay, Susie Sniper? You too, Ponytail Brigade. Glad we agree. Break! So why am I saying all this? Many of you know me pretty well. We live in an age where media lies. We can't trust anything or anyone online. Heck, I can't even blame the flat earthers. If you've been lied about everything consistently, wouldn't you start over from scratch with the basic fundamental information and question that as well? So when I say this was the single largest, colossal Charlie Fox I have ever seen, you can at least trust me. And I'm talking to those of you that do trust me. You guys watch my older stuff and you can see the type of person I am. I'm just another veteran, another car guy. What you see is what you get kind of guy. DEI is in force at the Secret Service. From the head to those on the ground, this ain't the Secret Service that I worked with back in 2008.
To expand hiring, they're aiming to have 30% women recruits by 2030, and even allowed YouTube influencer to train with agents.
We need to attract diverse candidates and ensure that we are developing and giving opportunities to everybody in our workforce, and particularly women. But we will always ensure the safety of all of our protectees that we have.
The service has a zero-fail mission.
True, Bush was president, but Trump is still a former president and current frontrunner and presumed at the time nominee for the Republican Party. So just like those flat earthers, I'm left questioning everything. The most fundamental questions. The most basic question. What the fuck was your objective? Did you want Trump to get hit? The Secret Service detachment knew of this scumbag for 30 minutes, hours. Who the hell knows? By the time you see this, more crap will find out that, yeah, we know him. He had a rangefinder. He had this. We saw the ladder. We saw that. But the roof is too sloped. You mean this roof? This one? There's only a handful of barns. You should see a map of McGuire. And on top of that, you do a Pac-Man perimeter. So when I say that I feel sometimes that this means nothing, it's because of crap like this. Why the hell did I serve? Why the hell did I do everything right so a bunch of dumb c***s can f*** it all up? And I don't care if it was Biden on stage. If this happened to him, I'd be just as fuming. As a former security forces, former police officer, former intel for one of the federal agencies, I just want to punch through a goddamn wall. That's how angry I got. But the bright side is we watch history unfold live in front of our eyes. Many of us lived through 9/11. Images that are now in history textbooks. So too will the photo of Donald J. Trump raising his fist defiantly against death. So too will that be etched in the halls of American history. It will go down along with the photo of the raising of the flag at Iwo Jima as one of the most patriotic photos ever taken. And the way this man behaved under extreme stress and pressure made each and every one of us feel our T levels rise by 47%.
The historic events over the last, over the weekend. And I mean, on a personal note, it's, seeing Donald Trump get up after getting shot in the face and pump his fist in the air with the American flag is one of the most badass things I've ever seen in my life. But look, I mean, it's, you know, and I think, look, it's, at some level as an American, it's like hard to not get kind of emotional about that spirit.
Women that hated him now love him. And the ones that still profess hating him love him even more. They're just too ashamed to admit they got moist seeing the Don stand up and looking downright like it was a father figure for that Secret Service agent. A father figure surely absent from their lives. The Don just earned his street cred as Teflon Don. So that's my take on the whole thing. So let's move on to the next story. So it's 1994. My mom is working for Interlease, this Japanese investment bank. They finance skyscrapers and jumbo jets. So it's always weird hearing mom telling stories about a 747 getting yoinked from a deadbeat Arab oil sheikh. This is an era when banks would throw these lavish parties whenever a big account was settled and paid off. When Trump made his very last payment on the famed Plaza Hotel, it wasn't the bank, but rather Trump himself that decided, you know what? I'm going to throw the lavish party for all the little guys that made this a possibility, that made his dream of owning the Plaza Hotel that he had since 1988 when he lost it initially. So mom is there. Dad is the +1, and Trump is going around to every table thanking people. So mom met Trump. Yay, yeah, story ends, right? No! What if I told you that Donald Trump's iconic OK sign stems from something my mother told him while waiting at the dessert buffet? So after being thanked by him at the table, mom wanted some of the famed fried bean ice cream that Japanese are known for. So she gets up, goes to the buffet, and Trump happens to be there. So Trump, of course, offers his opinion. I can't really do a Trump impersonation, so I really apologize for the next bit. This one is the most beautiful ice cream. It's the most beautiful, biggest ice cream ever. No other ice cream is better. So as he went on, pointing to all the various flavors, what does mom do? Oh, thank you. I'll try some of that. Hell no. She goes, it's not polite to point at things with your finger. Yeah, she really said that, all right. It would be cool if some of you guys have a way to dig up all this stuff. Maybe people that worked there in 1994, Interlease and Plaza Hotel deal. So Trump just stares at this 20-something-year-old woman with a heavy Romanian accent, imparting some old-world Romanian wisdom on one of the richest men in the world. Huh? Needless to say, since then, Donald J. Trump has never pointed his finger at ice cream again. I personally still hold the opinion that he only points at negative things and only does this when it's something he likes. Ice cream included. So when he pointed over to that awful immigration chart on that fateful day in Butler, PA, I'd like to think that old world Romanian wisdom that my mom told Trump may have had a slight role in saving his life. So comment down below, all you OG guys, you remember what we call mom. She's Shop Mom. I want to see a thank you, Shop Mom. And hey, if you don't believe me, it's my story. I tell it the way I want to. Either way, it's impossible to not see some divine intervention.
Look what happened.
The hand of God or an angel above, acting as a protector so that Trump may run in 2024. Either that or he's one tough son of a bitch. I'm Alex. This is Rip Roaring Garage, where oil is thicker than blood, heavy that like, and fight, fight, fight. So I ask him, I'm 2 hours away. Can I use the cherry? Oh, for the love of God. But can I use the cherry? So I jump in my car. Turn, fuck, and it's time for the next story. Really? And scream using my cop voice! I just broke my mic. If you're still watching this, I would really appreciate you share this. I am going through a really tough financial time. Maybe some t-shirts in the link, you know, yada yada. Yeah, I know. I'm freaking working on that too, okay? I'm trying.